Visiting Walt Disney World for the very first time can be a bit overwhelming. The resort itself covers over 40 square miles. There are 4 different parks, 2 different water parks, and over 30 different resorts, each with a unique theme. If it's your first trip ever, I should tell you something right off the bat so you know you will not be able to see and experience everything. But that's okay, because today I've put together a list of the top 10 things not to miss on your first trip ever to Walt Disney World. Now in this video, I'm not going to be covering the planning process of a Disney trip. I have many videos all about Disney planning, which you can find at the I button and more in the description of this video. Today, I'm going to go over those top attractions not to miss when you're in the parks. Let's start off this list with number 10. That's the 3 original mountains of the Magic Kingdom mountain range. It is a rite of passage at Walt Disney World and at the Magic Kingdom, blasting off into space, riding the wildest train ride in the wilderness, and running from Brer Fox and Brer Bear. It's magical experiences all around. Number 9 on my list is exploring the food and atmosphere of World Showcase at Epcot.
Look at this view. I know, right? It's amazing when you get no one here, you just walk around in this general area with no one around. I love it in World Showcase early in the morning. There is a joke that I tell new friends who have never been to Disney before and don't know how much of a Disney enthusiast I am. And I tell them, you know, I had this great trip to Japan, and they say, oh wow, that's fantastic. I'd love to see pictures, and I show them pictures. We talk about the food and how great it was. And then I say, you know, then I went to Norway and I went on this boat and it was a great ride. I saw this town. It was ice everywhere. It was so cool. And they said, oh wow, that is fantastic. And I tell them it was all on the same trip and stopped over in Germany for some of the caramel kuchen, and they say, you did this all in one trip? How is that even possible? At that point, I tell them about World Showcase and how Disney brings the countries to us, but that's what it's all about. Disney is bringing those countries and their culture to us so we can try the food, experience the atmosphere, do a little bit of shopping. I love World Showcase. Number 8 on my list, ride the most popular attractions. My second time on Flight of Passage. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I just can't get enough of it. It was just so incredible. It was so incredible. Now when I'm talking about the most popular attractions at Walt Disney World, there are many of them like Soaring, Kilimanjaro Safaris, Flight of Passage, Rock and Roller Coaster, and more. For the most popular attractions, you're also going to see the longest line, and that's where the Fast Pass really can help you a lot and save a lot of time. I have all sorts of videos about the best attractions to go to and the Fast Pass priority. You can find a lot of those on my channel, and many of them are linked in the description of this video. Number 7 on my list, take those iconic photos. There are so many photo opportunities at Walt Disney World, but some of them are truly iconic, where you take a picture with Spaceship Earth or Cinderella Castle, and you can look back for years to come and remember those magical moments. I have a full video about where to find the best photo spots at Walt Disney World on my channel, but the iconic ones are the Magic Kingdom Cinderella Castle, at Epcot in front of Spaceship Earth, at Animal Kingdom in front of the Tree of Life, and at Hollywood Studios at the time of filming in front of the Tower of Terror. The reason I say at the time of filming for Hollywood Studios is because it's going under a major refurbishment right now, and that iconic photo spot is changing a little bit. You know, it used to be in front of the Chinese Theater, now it feels like it's more in front of the Tower of Terror. Maybe it will change in the future, so stay tuned for updates. Number 6, enjoy a pineapple Dole Whip at the Magic Kingdom. Alright, it is Dole Whip time, and I've got the pineapple and vanilla swirl this time. Yum. The pineapple Dole Whip is one of the most iconic sweet treats at Walt Disney World, and again, to me, feels like a rite of passage when you go for the first time. Number 5, don't forget about those souvenirs and free Disney buttons to commemorate your first trip. If it's your first trip, you may not know this, but Disney hands out free buttons to help you celebrate your special occasion at the place where dreams come true. Whether it's a family reunion, anniversary, or it's your first trip ever, Disney loves celebrating with you. You can get your first trip ever button from the resort hotel that you're staying at, or from any of the Disney parks. You never know what kind of magic the cast members will bring to you when they see that button. Number 4, take a ride on the Disney monorail.
And clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The Walt Disney World monorail is a piece of the magic. Not only does it give you magical and convenient transportation from one location to another, it also gives you a tour of some of those deluxe resorts, the Magic Kingdom, and the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, also known as Epcot. Number 3 on my list, visit a popular table service restaurant. Now the reason I say popular table service restaurant is because, like everywhere, not all table service restaurants are made equal, especially at Walt Disney World. Some of them, in my opinion, are much better than others. I have videos all about which restaurants I like the best in my channel, but make sure you try one that's relatively popular so that you can get a true taste of the magic. Now, I've heard many misconceptions about Walt Disney World when it comes to the food. Some people think that they only serve burgers and fries and chicken nuggets, and they do have those things and they are delicious, but Disney also has some 5-star dining. So by going to some of these table service restaurants, you'll have an opportunity to try some of that. The next one on my list, don't miss those fireworks. Do you know which US company is the second largest purchaser of explosives right behind the Department of Defense for the US military? Yep, it's Disney. The Walt Disney Company is one of the largest consumers of fireworks anywhere, and it all goes to guest entertainment. These fireworks shows are absolutely amazing, and the soundtracks that go with them really make you feel those magical moments at the end of the day. And the number one thing I recommend you not miss on your first ever Disney trip, get a picture with Mickey Mouse. Getting a photo with the big cheese himself is very important, especially to me, because it reminds us that it all started with a mouse. Taking a photo with that mouse who started it all, in my opinion, is another rite of passage at Walt Disney World. After that first trip, I may have to warn you, you may end up loving getting those photos with Mickey as much as I do, and you'll want to get a picture with him in every single outfit possible. As you can see, he's got a lot. Believe it or not, he has over 290 different outfits. One day, I'm gonna take a picture with him in every single one. I sure hope you found this video helpful and informative as you're thinking about future trips to the place where dreams come true. Now, if you're a Disney enthusiast like me and you've been many times before, I would love to hear your number one tip to our friends who have never been before. What would you recommend that they see on their first ever Disney trip? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.